So in this lecture, I will just give you one demonstration how to use the Xilinx software for writing the Verilog code and for doing the simulation and synthesis. Okay, so I have created one folder here. Name of the folder I have given some lab. Okay. Now I will open the software through this icon ISE Design Suite 14.1 version. Okay, so first I will go to File, then New Project. I will give name to my this project as and underscore logic. Then you click the next option. Now here in this option, basically here you have to select the target device in which we are going to implement our this logic, whatever we are creating now. So here you see family. So by default Spartan 3 is selected here. You can select any one family depending upon which particular FPGA board you are having. So we will not change this because I am not going to the implementation part right now. So by default this family Spartan 3 is selected. Now after that the next option is device. In Spartan 3 family of Xilinx FPGA, the part number of this particular FPGA is XC3550. It is selected. You can, if you are having some different FPGA, then you can select from these device, right? So we will not change this also. After that, next option is package. So this particular Spartan 3 XC3550 is having a TQ type of package where 144 pins are available, right? And the next is speed grade. -5 is selected. So here there are two speed grades, -5 and -4. -4 is faster than -5, right? So whatever is there, I will not change this. Okay, then I will go to now here you can see synthesis tool. This software is having a synthesis tool and name of that tool is XST, Xilinx synthesis tool. It can synthesize Verilog or VHDL any code. Then the simulator, inbuilt simulator is also there in this software. The name of the simulator is iSim. It can simulate the Verilog and VHDL codes both. And here preferred language I have selected Verilog. If you want to write the code in VHDL, you can select VHDL also. So same software can be used for writing the code in Verilog or VHDL. Then we will go to the next option, then finish. Okay. So now here you can see and underscore logic is the name of my this project, and the device selected is XC3S50. -5 is the speed grade, TQ144. So this is the target device which I have selected. Then you go to this option new source, right? You click this, and here since I am going to write the Verilog module, so I will select Verilog module. this, and I will give the name of this module and underscore to underscore behavior. I have given this name to my module and underscore to underscore behavior, right? So any name you can give, any identifier you can use to give the name. Only thing is you must remember the rules how to use those identifiers. Next, now here to my this AND gate, one input I have given a name A, and by default this direction is showing input. So here you can select it as input, output or in out. So A is my input, B is also my input, and Y is my output. So for my output I have selected here output. Then next and finish. So now this module is created, right? Module and underscore to underscore behavior. And here I will write my inputs A, comma, B, comma, and output is Y. This I will mention here. Terminate this line by semicolon. Okay. Now I will declare my input ports by writing keyword input. Input A, comma, B, and terminate this line by semicolon. Then go to next option. I will declare my output port. Output Y, semicolon. Now here what I will do, since I am using behavior model, so in behavior model whatever is your output, you declare that output as rig also, right? REG Y, semicolon, right? Then after this I will use always @ inside, then I will start the bracket, and in the bracket I will write those inputs which will affect the operation of my this AND gate. So here if there is change in the value of my input port A or B, so my this AND gate should operate. So for this purpose I have written inside the bracket A, comma, B, bracket close. Then I have written now I will write the statement Y is equal to A ampersand B. So here ampersand sign indicate this is the AND logic. That's all. So only this is my code. After writing the code, I will save this code, and then I will select this simulation option here, right? And I will select this AND underscore to underscore behavior module. Then you see in this window iSIM simulator is available, and here I will check the syntax first. So now you can see in this console it is written process behavioral check syntax completed successfully. So there is no error in the code. So this syntax check is completed. Now next option, simulate behavior model. I will simulate this. Now I am checking the functionality of my behavior model by using the waveforms. Okay, now this window is open. Now to my input A, I will assign some clock signal, right? So for this, I will right click here, then I will go to force clock option. I will apply one clock here. So the leading edge value means the clock will start with binary 1 and trailing value will be binary 0. This I have selected. And here the duty cycle of this clock is 50%, and the period, I have to mention the period. Suppose I mention 10 microsecond. For micro I have to write U, and for second S. So 10 US is the time period of my wave, my clock, which is having a 50% duty cycle. You can change the duty cycle also, but I am not changing in this case, and then I will apply. Then you can close this. Now I will go for input B. Here also I will select force clock. Now leading edge value I will select this time for this B 0 and trailing edge is 1. And time period I am selecting 16 microsecond is the time period, and again I apply. Okay, so I have given both the inputs. Some clock I have given. Now depending upon the clock and the Verilog code, Y will be generated. So now here there is this option. Here I will select the simulation time, for how long this simulation will run. So I have selected 100 microsecond. For 100 microsecond this simulation will run. And now I will click this option, run the time specified on the toolbar. Okay, so with this simulation is completed. Now zoom to full view. I have applied this. Now you see this is the logic of AND logic. Now you can check the functionality at this place. The value of A is 1, value of B is 0 and Y is 0. Then here if I check A is 0, B is 0, Y is 0. Here I check A is 0, B is 1, Y is 0. Here A is 1, B is 1 and Y is 1. So in this way this functionality I verified that it is this Verilog code is giving the functionality of AND logic. So this functionality you can also check by using the test bench. So how to write the test bench, that I will explain in next lecture. So by this way we have done the simulation and we check that this code is giving me the functionality of AND logic. Now I will go for implementation. I will select this implementation, and this is the synthesis. Here in this software it is having a synthesis tool XST. I will double click this. So now synthesis process is going on, means the netlist is going to be generated for my this code. Okay, synthesis process is completed. Now if I expand this synthesis tool, then you can see here it is written view RTL schematic, view technology schematic. So I can view the technology schematic. Technology schematic means this Verilog code is going to be implemented in FPGA. The device where I will implement, that I have already selected XC3S50. Speed grade is -5 and the package is TQ144. This already I have selected. So now the netlist is generated as per this FPGA. In this FPGA, if I am having 2 input LUT, then logic will be implemented in 2 input LUT. If I am having 3 input LUT, then logic will be implemented in 3 input LUT. So if you see the technology schematic, double click here. Now select this module and_2_behavior, add, and this option you just create the schematic. Press this. Now this is the module and_2_behavior, which is having 3 ports, A and B and Y. Y is the output port and A and B are the input port. If you double click this, then you can find my logic is implemented in this LUT. Right, see here it is written LUT2. The name of the LUT is LUT2. Here it is implemented. This is input pin B, A. It is connected to this LUT, and output Y is connected to the output pin of this LUT. If you double click this LUT, then you can see in this LUT this AND logic is implemented. You can see the equation of this AND logic also. Output is equal to I0 and I1. You can see the truth table of this logic which is implemented in this LUT. You can see the K map also. Right here, green block shows the binary 1 and red block is showing the binary 0. So in this way you can generate the netlist. Now, how to do the implementation for that we will discuss in next lecture.